All right, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to give all the praises, honor, and glory unto the Most High and His only begotten Son. Call Halayim La Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Merkah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone, root teach well, Wa Barak Atham, to the hopeful elect. I am saved through the Spirit. I'm going to go into a quick video entitled Plagues Again, right? And we see that 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, coming to fruition right in front of our faces. See, the scriptures say, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. And it basically states how the Lord is going to smite Egypt with plagues again as before. All right, and Ezra, as we all know, Ezra was on the scene during the Medo-Persian Empire around that temple rebuild time period. You see? And the Egyptian Empire was well past by then, right? So this is talking about a new place of bondage. When you read in Exodus, it speaks on how Egypt is a place of bondage, where it had the northern and southern kingdom in captivity. And then even Matazarium, it goes into double straits, all right? So it's also a place being called Egypt is synonymous with it being a place of captivity. You see? And that's the place where the Israelites, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, Indian, and then you have Israelite foreigners. You have a lot of Israelites that look like the other nations. They may look like an Edomite. They could look like a Chinese. They're here, still captive as well. You see? But ultimately, the Lord is going to bring a judgment for all the evils that got done into His people. The ones that look to par and the ones that may not look as par. We'll still go back to being the Lord's people. So still go back to the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. It's going to be a judgment for all the evils that was done, you see, to the Lord people. All right, and that's why you see all these plagues happening day by day. You had a BIRD, FLU, okay? You had the C ragamuffin. The C99. All right, you had the monkey POX. All right, you have all types of these various different plagues that are coming out. They got one called the H, which that's basically the BIRD, FLU. They got different variations of the C99. All right, so you see, that's showing the Lord bringing plagues upon here, because America is that new place of bondage, that spiritual Egypt, according to Revelation 11 and verse 8. You see, spiritually it's called Sodom and Egypt, that great city. It's talking about America, Babylon the Great, and that's where you see the Lord's people in captivity. You see, that's where you see all these evils happening on the planet Earth. You see? And that's why the Lord is going to bring a judgment for all this. All right? We're getting ready to see the Lord jack up America for all the evils it's done to the Lord's people, for eating off, the Lord's people, devouring you Israelites, man. All right? But ultimately, the tribulation is called Jacob's trouble is because the Lord is going to purge out a lot of the evil, out of His people. Because the majority of the Lord's people are wicked and evil. You see? And they don't want the kingdom to be set up. They want to stay being here ruled under our oppressor. They want to stay, being captive. All right? They don't seek for the Lord to deliver them. They don't seek for righteousness to be established on the planet Earth. They're okay and content and happy with how it is right now. So if it was up to the majority of the Lord's people, we'll still be here captive and still be getting jacked up, so on and so forth. All right? You see? But that's why we're getting ready to, that's why the Lord is bringing judgments. And it's called Jacob's trouble, because it's trouble amongst you Israelites. You see? So it's going to be more and more plagues to come to pass as time goes on. You see? Because this is all prophecy at the end of the day. You see? So expect more. And it's gonna only get worse and worse, because why? The supply chain and everything is gonna get worse. So now the Lord is gonna allow people aren't gonna be able to deal with a lot of these infirmities like they have. You You see, because it's going to be a situation where, Lord, they're going to shut this thing down. And it's going to be chaos, all out chaos out here. So now people are going to be getting jacked up like a mug by these plagues and stuff, man. And it's going to get worse, like you see in other countries. When a plague hits some other countries, a lot of other countries, like you go look in Africa, certain parts of Africa, they don't have the resources to deal with plagues when they get hit with a plague. So that's why a lot of people just get jacked the hell up over there. And that's what's getting ready to happen here in Babylon the Great, America. And it's only going to get worse. Expect to see more. All right, the ultimate plague is going to be the ICBM nuclear warhead. Right, hitting this place, man. Hitting. It's going to be 200 million ICBM nuclear warheads hitting America, Babylon the Great. And anybody that's still here is going to be destroyed. That's on ground zero. If you're not inside that fathership, that chariot, then you're going to be burnt up and destroyed with America. You see? So we're getting ready to see a lot more judgments. We're getting ready to see a lot more of these plagues get put on Babylon the Great. You see? It's all prophecy. It's all going according to the script. The Lord is directing and controlling. This is the Lord. It's the Most High movie. You see? And according to the Lord, He wants to jack this place up. He wants to set up that righteous kingdom. You see? And before He does it, He's going to plague this place like He did ancient Egypt, which we're seeing happen right now. You see? So we're not to get afraid and be, dismayed or get scared at all these different things, because guess what? As the scriptures say, if thou make the Most High thy habitation, there shall no plagues come nigh thy dwelling. You see? So Lord will keep us protected from the plagues, right? Or it also states how those that serve the Lord, you see, they shall eat. They're not gonna thirst. You see? So the Lord's gonna aid us with everything we need to survive through these plagues and survive through all these evils He's bringing upon the planet Earth. You see, but ultimately all these evils are really meant for evildoers, people who don't believe on Yahushua, people who don't want Yahushua to deliver them. That's who's going to be put to death. You see? That's why I stated in Proverbs 8 chapter, all those that hate me love death. You hate Yahushua and you hate the doctrine that He's bringing, that salvation, then guess what? You love death. You want to die. The majority of the Lord's people, they will get that fate of being put to death, right? By one of the plagues, by one of the teeth of wild beasts, by the ICBM missiles, so on and so forth. They're gonna get jacked up by one of those hardcore judgments. You see? So we're getting ready to see evils ramp up more and more as time goes on. So we just have to continue, to stay rooted and stay serving Yahweh Shai and stay being faithful to the Lord. And He's going to make sure we have everything we need to be protected from these different evils, right? The angels are going to keep us in the way and keep us protected. We just have to continue to strive in His faith, man. All right, but that's the point I want to go into, a little quick hit ride along. The Lord is plaguing Egypt again, all right? And that's what we're getting ready to see. It's going to ramp up. It's going to get worse, so we got to go harder and tighten up. All right, but anyways, Lord willing, just edified. I like to end it off by saying, call Halal Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Next time, call my Shalom.